Hello. How's everyone doing tonight? Good time. I just got up on the VODs. Nailed it, G. This is what I was going for. Actually, 15 minutes early tonight because I posted on Sunday that I was going to be on at 9:30 tonight. So I'm actually a little bit ahead of time, believe it or not. Yep, I'm 15 minutes early tonight. 15 minutes earlier than the planned start time. Don't you narrow your eyes at me, Sigma. And you didn't hear anything, G. It was all an illusion. All right, let's look at our tasks, shall we? Let's see what we're up to tonight. Forfeited. What does that mean? I've never noticed this said forfeited before. Does that mean I didn't finish it in time? I had to report it my badge missing by Wednesday 11:26, or is that because I found my badge on Wednesday at 11:26? So I no longer have to report that it's missing because I found it. All right, we could ask more about a tattoo. We're not doing those. We're still looking for the armor. As far as I know, it's just the headpiece that Kuno kicked into the sea, supposedly. We gotta locate an old gun. Shacket is ours now. Sorry, idiot Doom Spiral. We maybe have this tape, because we just had our friend in the pawn shop fix up a tape. So we can bring that over to him. Oh, that's right. We need to help Suna, but we're waiting for this to expire. So 5.5 more hours. What time is it? That's 20 o'clock. 20 o'clock. We can try the ice cream fridge again. We have 4 saved points for rerolls. Can't do that until we do these. Same with this. We could go. I think the window, the stained glass window, I think is opened back up. We can do that. Hmm? We need a brush. We need a brush from somewhere. Container? Container. Oh, we still need to confront the Hardy Boys. Oh yeah, and at 22, we can go into the communist meeting. First, restock the trap you left empty before. The trick is to remember which one it was. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to go some place private to forge these signatures. Sigma wants me to open a container. Which is going to be very difficult. Where are you, container? You rhetoric check. Impossible. Are there any other rhetoric checks? Is that the only one? Oh, Gaston. His check is legendary. So technically we could burn a point on it. This rhetoric was to get money from him, I think. We need that sandwich. Do we need the sandwich? A lot of these are like not real checks anymore. I wish there was a way to get rid of them from this list. Like this trash container checks isn't real. This wall map isn't real. Boarded door is not real. This book's not real. I don't know if the barred door is real. More sandwich. More sandwich. I don't know, do we want to go look at a stained glass window? That might be fun. We cannot fast travel from here, unfortunately. So I have to try to get someplace we can fast travel from. Let me in.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not left.
Cargo container. Still can't. It's probably this whole map. Sound is all wonky. So very wonky. They replace this with anything?
The file cabinet stands steady as
No.
ever. Sliding out, the drawer slide.
And we're out of here. Alright, so we need to replace the trap, which you might as well do on the way. So we'll go to the fishing village? What? Come on. Let me teleport. Never letting me teleport. Teleport from down here. No. Super lame. Well, looks like we're running for some reason. We get 35 real. Should we buy some stuff at the bookstore? How you doing, Placence?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
That's not the name of your shop. Is it? Please tell me that's not the name of your shop.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks.
Pain
featuring
threshold.
An extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles.
Let's see if we have any
contain
more
the
of
word
that.
Hyundai.
Let's see. Oop. Close for pain threshold. Red's in here somewhere. Red? Red. This is also red. Okay. Pain threshold. Half-light. Half-light. Pain threshold. The windbreaker. Okay. That sweet fallen windbreaker. Thank you, nice old lady who washed it off for me. Sorry, Necktie. See you later. Okay. And then we'll check See if there's any of you that have. Yep. What is this? Oh, is this shirt or is this gonna be jacket? Let's see. Nice. It's shirt. Can't even see this bulletproof armor underneath my sweet windbreaker. All right. So what's our pain threshold at now? Nothing negative there. Great, great, great. 5. Not terrible. Ooh, 13 minutes left on this. Let's try this again, shall we?
Is brimming with worn paper
92%?
backs
That's not
featuring
bad.
An extremely muscular,
Get a bonus because we have the shirt.
on the cover. Nearly all the titles
Sweet shirt.
contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Yemdall.
A twinge at the back of
Nice.
your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Wait, I succeeded. Why is my eye twitching? Ow or a ugh, what is this? Or what is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man.
Rude.
She's laughing at him, belittling him.
That's not very nice.
Between the throne and the Heimdalla man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? Just got a little bit of, passive sexism in here. It's fine. Interesting.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall
All right.
novels.
Now we can get 2 books.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
Yeah, let's get the pain book. All right. Maybe we'll buy this other book. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, probably don't need to be wearing all of this pain clothing. Let's see. Horrific necktie. And there was a coat. And a shirt. Is that everything? Looks like everything. Okay. Hello, little lady.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books? Math. It's... Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
I got the hat back. She found my hat that I gave away. Exactly, G. Some light reading for the evening. Where did she find my hat? Wait, where did you get it?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
What? This hat is cursed. I gave my hat away, and then my hat ended up behind the cursed curtains. It's a fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that.
She grins with joy.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Can't believe I got my hat back. Look at that. +1 encyclopedia. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Gave my hat away, and the hat came back to me. That's how you know it's meant to be. You can go over here. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. That's yellow too. I have so many clothing options now. Let's get a board game.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types
Ooh,
of
you
games
can buy
for all
the World
ages.
game.
A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Let's get some morale. Let's make ourselves poor.
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
No, I refuse. I like my rituals to be a cult, thank you very much. Sweet. We got another book. All right, let's do some organizing here. Map, photo of tattoos, yellow mug, gum wrapper, handwritten note from the fridge. Okay, book. Book goes here. Book goes here. Board game. Evidence. I think we already dealt with that. I can go up here. We got another book. This is our badge. I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is the envelope with the legal documents. Okay. So we have 3 books, and we have our board game. A high Pasternal Fantastique Populaire board game illustrated with bucolic vistas and featuring odd-looking humanoid creatures. It's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module and can't be played without the main game. What? Can't be played without the main game. Spent $25 on a supplements module? Got ripped off. It's messed up. Yeah, I bought the DLC. She let me buy the DLC. Worst bookstore owner ever. Just the worst. The frontispiece of this old paperback features a muscle man in chains kneeling before. Oh yeah, we read all that. That's what we read when it tried to hurt us. All right. So we need another $12 to get that other board game, another 9 to get the other Heimdall book. So that's what, 21 math.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart
All right.
Presbyterian
Can't do
detective.
this until we unload reaction.
Shelves full of biographies of famous
Another
people,
470,
whoever they
so
are.
we're up to 26 for the Great Innocence book. Oh yeah, there was a Pale book too, wasn't there?
This bookstore is not strictly about
Yeah.
crime, romance, and biographies
Another
of
4, so up
famous
to
people.
30.
There's also a wide range of paranatural lit.
So we definitely need at least 30 real.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map.
Okay. Another 30 real to buy out this bookstore. Got to keep this town in business by picking up bottles and purchasing everything we can find. Alright. Now we have to go to our trap. Okay, yeah, now I can finally fast travel. Let's go to Fishman Shacks. And we gotta go to the trap, which is over here. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. I know which one of those it was. Alright, the trap was over here, right? Yep, there you are.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds, melancholy rustling. Rain drips from the netting of the trap.
This was the one.
Fantastic.
The lieutenant looks at the familiar contraption and shrugs. Release the locusts. Release the locusts into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings.
Nice.
They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Aw, they don't even get to get comfortable.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation?
You know, it's interwoven.
Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He knew I was going to answer.
He doesn't want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it.
All right, Cam. All right. Uh-oh. You losing some frames? Yeah, is the video buffering, low latency toggle? We've been doing so well for so long. Why would you do this to me? Why are you killing my frames? Hmm. Just makes me sad. Next to last frame, please. Things were going so well. Am I dropping frames over here? How's my bitrate looking? Thanks, Stowe. Appreciate it. Why would I want frames, you know? Frames are clearly overrated. Who would want to be able to see what's going on? You know? Really, you all are spoiled that you've had frames for this long. That's what it is. How are we doing? Is it still jacked up? Looks okay now. Yeah, I see a dip. There was a bitrate dip for like a second. But it looks okay now. Okay, we'll have to report back to her, but we don't have to do that now. Let's go to the church. Can never teleport when I want to. Actually, I wonder if I can forge those documents in here. Oh, is it worse again? Did we speak too soon, Stowe? It looks okay on my end. Keeps going in and out. Boo. Boo. Let's see. Oh, 13%? 13% of your frames have been dropped? That's normal, right? I don't have any performance notifications. It says my quality is good. But it also says I dropped 13% of my frames, so you know. Can't fully trust it. 1 in 8 frames. One in 8 frames do this, you'll never guess why. Yeah, click the article to find out why 13% of frames do this. Alright. Let's forge a document, shall we? Let me know if you can see me forging a document.
We take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Interfacing.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
We need interfacing. What kind of interfacing clothing do we have? Gloves, but this already gives us +2. Composure, composure, reaction. Reaction and hand-eye. So, none is the answer? We have none. Yeah, reason number 5 why you drop frames will shock you. Alright, we do not have any anything that adds to interfacing besides what we're already wearing. We could technically put one more point in it. Let's hope we don't have to. Let's try to forge ourselves a document.
Take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Alright,
A
team.
12 to 40 month construction period.
Who
and
wants
the
to
zoned
vote for
plan
Motorix?
and addendum.
I believe in you. This is a red check. This is a red check, team. Remember, you only get one shot at this. It's a red check. Good work. Thanks, everybody.
With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
I appreciate your help, team. That's very unlike you, but I appreciate it. We succeeded. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line? 2 names, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing.
So convincing.
These might as well be their actual signatures.
But it's not.
But they're not. And the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to start over.
Mwahahaha.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta.
You got it. We did it. We are not evil. We did it. All right. Put the envelope in the mailbox in the plaza. Okay, we can do that. Let's go look at a stained glass window, shall we? Man, I'm so proud of all of you. Actually helping. Is it because it was a red check? Is that why? Or is it because it was morally the right thing to forge the document? Because it would have been real evil to make these poor people get thrown out of their homes. Their hastily constructed homes. That's a no-land Vink Sync, an unsuccessful model. Are you talking about the vehicle that's in pieces? Is that what's happening? I'll have you know I voted to plus purple. As you always do, Sigma. You were outweighed, finally, by the collective will of the people. I clicked the minus sign on Motorix, I helped. I don't know if I can believe you, Stowe. I could see you doing that. Well, I don't know who my heroes are. Obviously G leading the charge. But somebody else did the right thing. Whoever that was, thank you. What was this check? It was blue, right? Visual calculus. Let's see what we have. We have logic for days. Here's a visual calculus. That might be the only visual calculus. It's all purple. Let's check these things down here. Here we go. Coat. Alright. Here we go. Fancy coat. Okay. +2 to visual calculus. -1 from thoughts. True narrow your eyes at me, Sigma. Visual calculus. Oh, we cannot put another point in here unless we use drugs, so we gotta get it. No, you're never gonna get it. What's the thought that subtracts? Mazovian socioeconomics. All right. I'm not saving for any specific reason, you know. Just felt like saving. That's all. No reason. Nothing to see
The
here.
mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex
58.
wax painting
Jesus.
on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad.
Why is it only a 58? It seems like it's What was the one we just did? Interfacing? It is better than 57%. I mean, see if you guys want to give me some intellect. I like to be intelligent. There's no way this happens. I don't believe you guys to help me twice in a row at all. It did work. Is it because you guys want to actually see what happens here?
A jigsaw of
We
broken
did it.
shards falls into place in front of you.
Thanks,
a
team.
ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one.
Ooh,
And a text, a light motif below them both.
an older woman beneath the younger one. Stop asking for help. I mean, if it was... So I asked for help on the red check because it was a red check, and I asked help for this because I don't... This was essentially a red check because I'm not planning on taking any drugs, and I cannot add any more points into visual calculus. So this was, to me anyways, essentially a red check. That's the only reason why I asked for help. I try not to overuse that, but I appreciate the help anyways, everyone. And I'm very glad we get to see this. This is very cool. What shadow this mosaic? Who is this older woman? The motto, what does it say? Or step back for the content. Still wants me to overuse it. What shadow this mosaic?
Unknown.
After all that in visual calculus, we put together a car driving through a fence and going up a ramp and doing its whole thing. We put together 13 different pairs of shoes. You can't tell me what shattered this mosaic? Unknown as a bastard for breaking it. How dare he? You're right, it's capitalized. That's got to mean it's a proper noun, right? Not that it's the first and only word in the sentence. All right. Well, who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other.
Fancy.
This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole.
Okay.
Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, Theriers, stand in a row.
Theriers, eh?
It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
And then somebody smashed it. The motto, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
Uh-oh. Someone get out the translation book.
And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Oh no. So many words. Afterlife, death. Oh, look, even Harrier knows it somehow. Good for you, Harrier. After death, a new life. Okay. That's fancy. Is that French, G? It sounds French. Still, why you smashing pane glass windows out here? Have a little respect for the queen. Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death. After...
Death, life again.
He nods.
After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Oh, why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto.
Hmm.
We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
Ugh. Ruining everything. Bring it back. Bring back the saying. The only French I know how to speak is French toast. Come on, you don't know what about French fries? Omelette du fromage. It's an omelet with cheese. What is the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. Cool, not very feminine. I like the other one better. I like this. Put the fear of the god back in them. I like the other one better.
So do I.
Aw, Kim, you and me were buds. Let's be friends after this all settles down. Let's step back.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
All right, well that was fun. We could put that in. We need to go back to the Warren for that. Because I assume this is the mailbox in the plaza by the Whirring. That's at 22. Oh, we could go try to talk to the Hardy Boys again. If we're feeling that. That might be next up. Based on what our things look like. Oh, I guess we could try to give the our friend there the tape. No working firearm yet. Okay. Let's go give him the tape. Let's fix our equipment, because I'm sure it's not right. That needs to go back. And there was a second piece, right? Yeah. Let's do encyclopedia. Got it. Oh, I'm so happy we got our hat back. Just really thrills me that our haunted hat that girl had our haunted hat still, or again. All right, let's go talk to some ravers. Boodaloom-boom, boodaloom-boom. The system is disco. The system is disco.
A
Hardcore.
large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Look at those dancing cats. They're so dancy.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah!
He shouts, unaware of the time of day. Also, I forgot that we turned him into a communist, and that makes me really happy. Totally forgot we did that. I found this reel of tape. Maybe you can use it to hard up Ike's jam. Give him the fixed Hawthorne tree tape.
Yeah! Remix time! Ted
Remix.
goes here! Into deck B!
His voice booms through the church as he takes the tape. Through the church? We're not in the church. We're in the temple tent. Attaches it to the empty reel slot. He clicks a switch and the tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear, he listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Is he gonna shout hardcore?
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
His face lights up with delight. I mean, you don't know. Maybe I'm Arno. How presumptuous? What, that this tent isn't a church?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
No, I actually found it. I found it tangled up in a hawthorn tree.
Listen, I'm I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
How presumptuous that we get them into the church. Yeah, right? I mean, we're trying, but these guys really want to make some drugs. We are ready. You ready, chat? DMCA right now.
Wow! Here's that! The signs match perfectly!
The signs match perfectly. He wipes his brow.
Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
I gotta get him another one?
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece, like a folk song, something local. Seems you found an initial part with the main melody.
Okay, alright.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
He nods to his friend behind the turntables.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key.
That's gotta be it.
Something mysterious is going on here.
Ooh. Maybe Arno Van Eyck lives around here and just threw a part of his song away because he thought it was shit. Andre's got it. Sounds like a local song remixed. I agree with Noid. It's just luck and Egghead's incredible mixing skills. Sounds like a local song remixed.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
He pumps his fist in the air. We gained a thought. Arno Van Eyck.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Andre looks back at you. What am I, a mixologist now?
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
That is a thing I said. Honestly, nothing springs to mind right now, but I'll see if I can come up with a solution down the lane. I think it's good enough the way it is. Adding that melody has already been a massive improvement. It's pretty hardcore now. Let's proceed with this task.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Yep. We're the warrior of dance music.
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
I agree, it is pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Gotta make this song hyper hardcore. Have to.
Homosexual underground.
What am I looking at?
Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours. Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality.
No.
There's no way of telling from within your brain. But for your own sake, please say you didn't.
We didn't get him killed. Jeez. You thought about this for... Let me check my notes here. 8 hours? What's wrong with you? Bonuses. Stopped obsessing about sexuality. What does that even mean? What does that do? What did we just complete? What is this painting? What is happening here? Okay. Okay. Of course I don't know, Sigma. Should I know? What am I missing? What don't I know? What did I forget? Or not remember? Help Egghead with his beat. This may take a while. Okay. Noted. Do you want to be my friend now that I helped him with his beat?
I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
You remember just his tools. I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows
Clearly.
what it looks like.
Why describe it if you already know what I mean? It's this one. Are you familiar with it? Show him the sticker inside the ledger. Okay, it's a yellow sticker, human face with X's for eyes and smiles underneath. I think X's mean the guy's dead. Show him the sticker inside the ledger.
Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask about it?
What's it supposed to be? What makes the sticker so modern? I think we've exhausted the subject. What's it supposed to be?
The dead guy smiling.
Okay. What does it mean? Why is the dead guy smiling?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
It's so deep.
The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death.
So that's why they're so hardcore.
Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I'm thinking maybe the smiling guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead but doesn't care. No. Communism is alive and well. With me. I'm thinking we should sell this. Better not to mention it. I think we should sell
It
this.
should be sold, but not by us.
Why did I get $1? I got a real there. Alright. What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical solarist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him.
Jeez.
The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
It's all the same thing. It's all the echo of a man's loss haunting him. That's me. I'm the echo of a man's loss haunting me. Come up with this stuff by yourself seems awesome. Not in agreement. My head is spinning. It's hard to keep up with the times. You come up with this yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. There's a gathering at the Palaceum. The beat is the same for all.
Alright. Alright. I think we've exhausted this subject.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
What about now? Are signs all right now?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync.
Curses?
Stage gamma disalignment.
I hate when my gamma is disaligned.
You heard me.
He examines the small metal bolt in his hand. Alright. We tried. And until our signs align, Cell isn't going to talk to me. So I think we're heading east to go chat with our friends, quote unquote, the Hardy Boys. They're so hardy. Yep, even this is looking a little thinner than usual. Time to go. Yeah, so mailbox, Lena, Hardy Boys, I think is the order there. But thank you, G, I appreciate it. A lot of times I do forget about all this stuff. Let's see if it'll let me fast travel now. Nope. Okay, guess we'll go the old-fashioned way. Kim's favorite way, which is running. How about now? Nope. Oh, I broke this button. Now there's always a circle above my head. Shouldn't have been running and looking at the same time, I guess. Eh? No. Just going the long way. This is. It wouldn't go away. Sigma. I had it right clicked and it wouldn't go away. It worked this time though. Probably just to spite me. To make it seem like I didn't know how to do it. Come on. Yeah. Sometimes I just get like caught on stuff. Pawnbroker, you got any new stuff? Last time we were here, you had a new shirt or something, right? Nope. Go to our lovely friend, the mailbox. New goal is the street lamp. Yeah, this was 600 or something, right? You know, just 600. It's fine. I want to buy the rest of the books and the board
The
game.
dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Yeah, so drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters.
Nice.
Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug ever.
Nah, he sucks.
You know he's going to play you somehow.
He sucks a lot.
All right, let's go back to Evrard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Lieutenant turns towards the industrial harbor. We won't say anything to him. Hate that guy. Hi, Lena.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
Restock the empty trap. Where's Moral?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
She manages a smile for you.
Her smile is wearing. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
She looks down at her hands. She's gonna go hang out with the racist, huh? Only the hardcore players left, huh? It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds. Gives up and I'm running around? Awfully cold out in the reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
So who's gonna check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Something tells me it's up to me again. We'll take care of it, take it on. Once more, onto the breach then. Take it on with undue optimism. Good luck with the bug chasing. My bug chasing days are done. Oh, Kim. Kim, I'll make a deal with you. I'm going to accept this. But we're going to go talk to the Hardy Boys right now. So we're still furthering the case. Take it with undue optimism.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Nope, that's just alcoholism. Don't worry about that.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you. You've given up on the Phasmid. You're not telling me the whole story. Never mind. Given up on the Phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
She looks down, biting her lower lip.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
because we have authority.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Well, I don't remember my childhood, so...
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You'd also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Are you saying you made it up? You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something? So you haven't seen it. I should arrest you for lying. We're not going to arrest poor Lena for lying. You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence. That I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen, an extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
She shakes her head, still unable to meet your eyes.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
Poor Kim. You're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. The hell with this. I still believe you saw a phasmid. Or suggestion. Medium 10. Red check. First, tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie. Let's give it a shot. Uh-oh.
But it has, hasn't it?
Damn it.
A seed can only bear what's inside.
We fumbled.
The seed of love is black and oily.
We fumbled. Lame. Super lame. We needed so little to get that.
It has a taste you're quite familiar with.
Oh god. Lying has gotten you this far. Why stop now?
You might be right, Detective.
She looks down at her legs.
I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I came in on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story.
Yeah, I think he's probably more interested in you, not just for that. That'd be kind of weird.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you. That's not how these things work. Now I understand why you haven't told him about your doubts. Wow, love is hard. He'd still be into you. That's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time.
Oh god, we're gonna make Lena cry.
What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Have you seen my life?
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
See, conceptualizations with me. The hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid. Thing is, you're not sure if you made it up either. Oh, it's a false. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. You're not sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
She looks out the window.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's? You do that. I'll check the traps one more time. Be careful out there, Lena. It's been a pleasure, ma'am. The rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light. You sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas powered.
What?
And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
She taps her chair. You have a gas-powered chair? That's exciting. I want a gas-powered chair. You do that. I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Oh, sweetie,
Kim.
please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
Oh, Kim looks up from his notebook. What? I'm sorry. What?
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it. I should go check the traps when he's not around. That'll make him happy. And watch, I'll end up seeing something, but he won't be there to vouch for it, and he'll just think that I was drunk. Can I have your address just in case there's news?
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but
But what?
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Aw. Look, I've been collecting postcards all around. I'm just gonna send you a postcard just to say hi. The rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light.
you're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you.
Level up.
Even though it turned out to be a...
The sentence remains unfinished.
A dream.
Isn't it all just a dream?
Like that, she drives off. The
Brain.
gas
Whoa.
engine buzzes quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
That was not quietly. That thing was as loud as Kim's car.
We should go too.
Damn. Alright. We now have 5 skill points. What was the new one we got? Temporary research bonus +1 interfacing for 50 minutes. Interesting. The question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken and discarded tape fit perfectly into a song played by some speed freaks in a frozen tent? Can it be coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of Man Machine himself in his attempt to craft a perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eyck in disguise. Ike? Egg? Narrow my eyes. Do we want to forget any of these other thoughts to get a new thought? Maybe lonesome long way home. Doesn't really do a whole lot, right? We don't take speed. The healing's nice here. Red check failures. Heal. Underground? I mean, maybe, but what if it does something great? I don't know. This one's as open-ended as these damn shoes and pants. I don't know whether or not I should get rid of them or not. And I feel the same way about this. +1 rhetoric. No, we're keeping that. White check failures heal. Yeah, that one's great. We're keeping that one. Loafing dialogues get +4 experience, which I'm a fan of. I think we have to keep this for moral reasons. Bonuses from the thought. Find better loot and lock containers. We're keeping that. Remote viewer description. -1 difficulty to all psych passives. And -1 drama. We're keeping that. Because we are a psychic super warrior. White morning. All motorics learning cap raised by 1 plus 20% zoom out distance. That's not bad. Archery is amazing. Humpty Dumpty is amazing. Indirect modes of taxation. Ultra low dialogues get +1 real. -1 empathy. Oh, that's where I got that 1 real earlier. It was from, I chose an ultra liberal dialogue option. That's what happened. Alright. I think we're looking at one of these. I think we're gonna lose Lonesome Long Way Home. I think is what's gonna happen. I don't know that we've ever used it because we haven't used it actually because we never used speed and perception raised to 5. Like that doesn't do anything for us. So what do we want in its place? This was the actor, I believe, or something similar. Some kind of superstar. We're not really a superstar. I don't know if we want that. Cop of the Apocalypse. -1 rhetoric. We don't want -1 rhetoric. Can't handle that even for temporary. 7 hours, Jesus. Overprotective honor glands. Research time 20 minutes. -4 drama. We don't need this. This will help us fight if we ever need to fight dudes in armor. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this one. To learn some more about music. Let's do it. Let's get rid of Lonesome Long Way Home here. Confirm. Let's fill it with Arno Van Eyck. All right. 50 minutes. Do we have any interfacing checks that we need to do? Not a real check. Not a real check. The mirror. Fix the mirror. Or is it 9 p.m.? 12. It's 3. I think we can get into our room still. I think. Nice. All right. We have +1 interfacing. Let's equip a tool. Not the tape player. Not the flashlight. We need the chain cutters? I think. I'll call you go down here. Oops. And do we have any clothes? I think the answer is no to that. 'Cause it's just those. Okay. And anything subtracting from interfacing? Looks like nope. Okay, what's our interfacing at? Interfacing's at 7. Pretty good. Let's go see if we can fix a leaky pipe here.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
83%.
Your face, now without the expression.
It stops
It's
steam
just
from fogging up
hairy.
the mirror. Let's do it.
The faucet
Finally.
is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
We almost crit. We were one short of a crit.
You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape.
We did it.
The steam stops.
We stopped wasting water. It only took 3 days.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Especially chain cutters. Thank you, Sigma.
The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Look at that. We could look at ourselves if we
mirror
wanted.
hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see your face, such as it is without the expression. It's just hairy.
No, it's pronounced Harry. And we're not shaving. I like my mutton chops. All right. So that was a little bonus there. Weren't expecting to get that done right now. Harrier? Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's talk to some jerks. We're gonna save for no reason, not because I think I'm gonna get shot at. Just felt right to save. That's why I did it. Certainly
It's
not gonna
you
get shot
again.
at.
What is it?
Yeah, could you give me a key behind the window? No? Alright. Me and Ever talked. He promised you'd cooperate. Talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Let's go for the rape victim again. Classy said she wasn't raped. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy.
You're damn right.
And now she's making me play with you.
Exactly.
Is that it, lawman?
Correct.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Little guy leans forward. Very mature, guys. Everett sent word, right? Why don't you push me some more and find out, gimp? Oof. I would never tell on somebody. Let's change the subject. Very mature, guys. Everett sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here?
Gee.
You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
Sorry, G. You weren't quick enough. I was either you were too slow or I was too quick. Going to bed disappointed. Never go to bed disappointed, G. G, you want to do me a favor? Do you want to I think Bubs needs a Twitch account. Because I only have, it says I have 50 followers, but I don't actually have 50 followers. I do have 50 followers, but it doesn't believe I have 50 followers. So I think Bub needs to follow me on Twitch. Pretty sure. To get to 51, so I don't think I have 50 followers.
Let me state this very
Terms of service.
clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Curse you, terms of service.
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader.
He's also a jerk. Let's go over the rape victim again.
Again? Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away.
He shakes his head. Oh, we already did all these.
Yeah, whatever.
She said she wasn't raped.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Wow. Big man's eyes and veins bulge.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
Good.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Uh-huh, except he definitely did to both of those things. She stepped in forcefully.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
Turns back to you.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Alan.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
The rat-faced man says carefully. Not carefully enough, Shanky. You jerk. Crazy? What are you talking about? She was very lucid. I did think that, yes, that she's a little crazy. Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth. She's very lucid.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lieutenant's voice is beginning to betray his agitation.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I mean, I didn't push her.
And you went and pushed her.
She came out pretty...
I am gonna fucking...
She came out pretty easily. Something breaks in him. He takes a step closer and says, I'm going to fucking... He's gonna murder me.
Titus Hardy.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
She is smart.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
So who's that gonna be?
Look, Copper,
Found him.
we know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
The tattooed man snaps his fingers to get your attention.
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily. He still wants to murder me.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
He slams an audio tape on the table.
Another apocalyptic actor in town?
Yeah, I'm the only apocalyptic one here. Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me. So what's on the tape? Where did you get this tape? Where can I listen to this? That's enough. Going back to the investigation. Why should I care about what's on the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fucking you a cop for, then?
His eye twitches.
Fix, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
Titus, you're already on my bulletin board. So, where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
Maybe that's what the hole was for in the room upstairs.
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analyst, radio officer.
Conceptualization, I should tell him that, right? So you bugged them how? Actually, there are numerous degrees you can get in signals intelligence.
Yeah, like you have one. Smart ass.
He looks to his left. There's a beer there that he forgot. So you bugged them how?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
So advanced.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
He takes a little note.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
The heavy man wheezes. I guess it was Angus then, wasn't it?
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Now that is intriguing. You had me at door gunner.
Alright, where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Lieutenant whispers.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Screw you, Shanky.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the small room. Screw you, Glenn.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
He repeats calmly in a hushed voice.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
It's okay, we bought one. That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
He pushes the little tape towards you with his giant hand. No thanks, Titus. I can get this wrapped up better without it. Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
He says, adjusting his belt buckle. A few more things about the tape before I go listen to it?
Yeah? What about it?
I'll go listen to it.
You do that, lawman.
Alright, we have a tape. Let's go talk to Everett before he goes to bed. Because I would like to get my gun back. And then we can come back and listen to this mix. Go here. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via a decryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. Which I have. Somewhere. There. All right. How are you doing tonight?
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye. All right. Let's go talk to Everett. Try to get my gun back. I hate talking to Everett. He is the worst. Also, his whole dock is wonky sound. Going up. Let's go, let's go. Alright, you jerk. Give him a gun back.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
His grin widens.
Now, what can Everett Clare do for you today?
Let's see. Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again? It's done. I mailed your signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this.
He claps his hand together like a child who's just been offered cotton candy.
My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now.
About time. 245. Pretty good.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
He nods to Lieutenant, smiling broadly. Great. You better be helpful.
Oh, Bratan, you play the old man like a three-string banjo. He has no idea.
Finally, Necktie, you're on my side. The signatures I got, I know you plan to force them out with a construction noise. Did you order the hangman killed? I want my gun. Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago.
No kidding.
Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
I'm very surprised. Where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
Okay.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
That's right. So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research.
Yep, sure have, boss.
The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway.
He smiles and shakes his head in wonderment.
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
Great. Who has my gun?
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
She was waving it around at people? Who is this old woman? Can you set up a meeting? She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
He smiles.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate individual.
Yeah, right? Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind,
Oh,
Harry.
thank you for your help.
But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
Great. You've been so helpful, Everett.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
Agreed, Inland Empire. Agreed.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Yeah, exactly. Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast.
Oh,
The one
no.
on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous.
Liar.
But you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
He's such a liar. Also, tonight at 10 p.m., we have to be in a communist meeting. Near the old fish market on the coast, the one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. God damn it.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Alright, well, hopefully that communist meeting isn't 4 hours long. If it's a 2-hour meeting, we'll be okay.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
He looks at you. Yeah, about that. Did you order the hangman killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
He shakes his head energetically. What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men.
Yeah, but how many people are gonna die?
The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Yeah, everyone hates them, except ultra-liberals maybe, which happens to be me. I'm not really an ultra-liberal, more of a communist. How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid.
A dawn raid?
Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that.
He pauses to rub his chin. Yeah, you seem like you've got your finger on the pulse of what's happening.
We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
I don't think they're going to let you do that.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go.
Rude.
He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
Is it? Is it, Everett? Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start.
As he rocks in his chair back and forth. Some kind of kingpin.
It's already happening.
He looks at the swordfish clock and nods. How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
He replies like a whip.
And they're all well motivated. At least the ones you've seen.
How are you going to find your new independent harbor? Fund, excuse me.
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer.
Ah, he's undercutting.
With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That sounds illegal.
That's drugs.
Reaction speed agrees.
Drug trafficking.
And Kim knows too.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it.
Okay.
All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
I'm digging it, Everett. I have no say. I'm digging this part. God, that sounds shady. That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
He makes air quotes.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
Slams his fist on the desk once more.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis.
I'm glad that I know the flavor of the cold medicine.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
Yeah, you know, just happens to be the other half of that.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
So we just need like 20 more encyclopedia checks.
But if I were to
plenty of money.
supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
Great. So just hurt people somewhere else.
He's basically admitting to it.
Nice, another encyclopedia check. Let's keep him rolling. Keep him on through. Drugs are a no-go for me. I'll report this. I have to admit that's a well put together plan and far removed from you. Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder, okay? Makes sense to regulate the drug trade like this. Keep it out of more dangerous hands. Just want to solve this murder.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked. You care
What?
about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical.
Yeah, I don't get sidetracked. Never. Harry never gets sidetracked when he's on a case. It's never happened ever. You got Wumpty Dumpty Dom. I do. I do got Wumpty Dumpty. It's so good. Wumpty Dumpty and actual art degree. They're so good. Handshake from anger. How shit it all is. I love that. -2 suggestion hurt though. I'm a little sad about that. It's currently our lowest psych stat, which is kind of hilarious since that's the one that we chose at the very beginning. It almost makes me want to put a point in it just to raise it up a little bit, maybe even 2. You care about people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical.
Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
Only a small part of the harbor's turnover. 5 points. I know, Sigma. We have leveled up a lot recently. We spent a couple too, and we're still at 5, or we're at 5 again. We've gotten a lot of experience recently. We wrapped up a lot of tasks, and we've been hitting a lot of both of these checks. So we've been getting a lot of experience points recently. I guess that's why I wasn't that persuasive. That would do it. Yeah, that would, especially if you weren't playing purple. If you were playing something else, if you were playing blue or something, so your suggestion was already pretty low, put them in a suggestion. I'm legitimately thinking about putting a couple in there just so we have it. So it's leveled up a little. It would still be illegal. So is there a trade or isn't there? Go on. Is there a trade or isn't there?
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to unite them all into one economic body.
Sure you
We're
are.
going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth, and everyone's going to pull their weight.
You're too corrupt to make that work.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
Hold on, I don't want to look at the big picture. I want to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to. Well, I mean, if it has the word incorporate in it, then I like it. I'm a money guy. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I'm not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Not enough flags or kings. Honestly, it's not my place to judge or express an opinion. It's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done so much work.
I do so much work all the time. Can I ask you about specific union members?
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry.
His eyes are shining.
You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
He points to the door. All right.
Great, Harry, great. I think we've truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today.
Great.
We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's a sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
He points to you, then to himself. Okay. Yeah, this has not been fun, and you have not given me any information at all. Could go over a few details concerning the murder again.
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you.
The big man nods merrily. Okay, so you haven't given me any information, and you're just the worst. So, thanks. I guess you opened up the meeting with the woman so that I can get my gun, which you've known about for 2 days. Ugh, gross. All right. I am going to go hit the head and refill my drink. So if you need to do either of those things, or stretch, do some cardio, I don't know. Let's finish that autosave. Now is a good time to do so. I'll be back in just a moment. But I do recommend you go refill your drink while I go do that. Or, maybe just go a little stretching. Go talk to a significant other who cares about you and misses you because you've been hanging out in Revachol for the last couple hours. I'll be right back, folks. Alright, I'm back. Let's go ahead and, I guess we'll give you game screen. What do you want to look at the game? What are you, mad? Alright. There we go. Alright, maybe you'll give me some info that I haven't unlocked yet. Give us a little
Oh, hey,
hello.
mister. I knew you'd be back to talk. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared.
Leo, you
And
seem to know
old
everyone
Leo
around
is
here.
always up for sharing.
I want to ask you about someone.
Mr. Evrat doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But who did you want to talk about?
Look at all these people that he knows. Tell me about this Edgar guy you keep mentioning.
Mr. Edgar is Mr. Evrat's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does. But a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business. Not even in Revershaw, they say.
Don't interrupt Leo.
All kinds of places he visits.
Just let him go.
Him and his brother both do when they're on a vacation. Right now, it's Mr. Everett's turn to look after the union. But last year he spent a whole winter in South Africa.
Must be nice.
Left with the first autumn rains and didn't come back before the trees were green again.
Just loves to chuckle.
South Safri. A lot of bulk chemical manufacturing going on there. A lot of cargo shipments being made too.
Nice encyclopedia check. Yeah. So they're making deals when they're on these trips. Tell me about Mignana.
He's a union man through and through. Good guy. He's very calm, laid back, doesn't do much, talks to Everett sometimes.
He falls silent, hesitating.
Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him. Yes, they do. I think that's what he does. He makes everyone feel a little better.
Chief Morale Officer.
Oil for the wheels. Much needed in stressful times like these.
See? Chief Morale Officer. Tell me about that motherfucking measurehead.
Whoa, he's really something. He doesn't talk much to me usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that.
The little man starts laughing, and then he suddenly falls quiet.
Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some union men. I think he really believes Jean-Luc was a dragon because he ran right off. Another time he almost killed another guy, but I shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah, sounds like a psycho. Tell me about Titus.
Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you. Nice, friendly sort old Titus is.
The little man rubs a patch on his elbow.
He's probably one of those rare specimens who are born when two drunk seamen stumble on top of each other on the deck amidst a storm so violent it flings whales around.
Yeah, I heard that happens out at sea. Tell me about Renee.
The night guard. Ooh, he's a peculiar fellow. He's the strong, silent type, you could say.
Leo looks at the guard booth on the wall.
We talk all the time, but I don't really know much about him. He plays petanque with my old human studies teacher, Mr. Martin, down at the plaza. I think he's the only fellow who actually knows old Renee.
Oh, he used to be a teacher, huh?
They lived on the same street their entire lives. Even dated the same girl on and off for as long as I can remember. Strange fellows. Mr. Martin was always real nice to me in school. I remember once.
Hold up, Gaston was your human studies teacher?
Mr. Martin, yes. Don't really remember much about him. I was just a boy back then.
Alright, tell me about Everett.
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everett would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister.
If anything, the ever-present smile on Leo's face gets even warmer. Oh, Leo. Oh, easy, Leo. Actually, I want to talk about something else.
Sure, mister. What can Leo do for you?
The expression on his wrinkled face says, I really want to help you. Thanks, Leo.
Anna van Eyck. Okay, So Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
Scared of the future. What is going on? This dude's got some stuff coming out of him. Multiple parts. Some kind of dead dude or statue here. Man, these paintings. Just wild. Alright, do we have any bonuses? All motorist white checks unlocked. And reveals Arno van Eyck gig posters in the world. Weird. That's so strange. That is real weird. I don't even know if we had any checks. Renee? I feel like that was already unlocked. Yeah, I don't think we had any. Whoops. Okay. So now we have posters. Alright. What's next? That's at 2200. Oh, we have to listen to the tape. Okay. Let's go somewhere with a little better sound and listen to this tape. Because the sound here is wonky. Cockatoo book? That was to steal the Cockatoo book, I'm pretty sure, Sigma. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that was a check to steal the book, and we bought it, so that check is no longer available. Alright, this area seems quiet. Let's listen to a weird tape.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Okay. A man's voice said that. Another loud screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
Lieutenant takes out his notebook.
He's right.
Of course he's right. He's Kim.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
Okay.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally.
The part in the middle was unintelligible.
I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
I wonder if this was faked.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, and then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence? What do you think? Who's this Cordy? What's that Cohoy? Okay, then what now? What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
Well, what do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated, but he did say something. He did say he's going to do it. You can't edit words into someone's mouth. I think he sounded all right, just letting off some steam. Sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion. Is he narrowing his eyes?
There's more going on here than we know.
I agree. Who's this Cordy?
Cordy could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
And what's a Cohoy?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Okay. What now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
He looks around. All right. Back to her, I guess. We have 2 tasks that say we should chat with her. So chat we shall. We still have 4 hours until we can try to open up the the refrigerator, the ice cream maker. I'm gonna put a point in suggestion because I want it. Just feels better. We still have 4 more points. What's that? Is that one of those posters? Odd that you didn't catch this graffito earlier. Van Eyck Overdrive, it says. Okay. Interesting. Let's do a quick little run around, see if there's any more Van Eyck stuff. Okay, have you seen any Van Eyck stuff? Come on. Come on. You can do it. Since we have so many points, I might add one in Volition so we can try that box again. The weird doorbell. Just gonna save for no reason. No particular reason. Going up. Talk to strangers. Explore. Hey, you. How's it going?
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
She nods to you in greeting. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
A smile flits across her face. On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
Don't know.
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Is it, though? Sounds like garbage.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
She arches her eyebrow. How did you know that? Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was used. Kohoi was mentioned. Both?
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi,
The young woman lights a new cigarette with the butt of her old one.
he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo? Do you think he was trying to scare people? Why say things like that?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She thinks. Persona, catchphrase, coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Oh, so they did string together a bunch of things that he said out of context.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
What? Jesus, maybe I don't want to be wearing this armor. Also, have you seen his helmet by any chance?
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
True empathy. Weren't you afraid you like this kind of stuff and you spent time with this person romantically? Hold on, he said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
She smiles. Weren't you afraid you like this kind of stuff and you spent time with this person romantically? You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
She thinks.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad.
Oh.
It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
That's strange.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Then tears out a page and hands it to you.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lily at the place? How old was he? Eye color. Got a tattoo. 10 questions is a lot. Let's get started. Where is Lilistad?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
Okay.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
Thanks, Encyclopedia, and thank you for the money.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Ah, I was so close. Looks like Khalees, you were both from Raharai?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Yeah, that happens. How old was he?
He was 42.
Oh, you knew the exact age.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He was a rough look, a rough go of it.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The lieutenant makes a correction in his notes. His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like...
She stops, her eyes half
little
closed.
blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing.
She takes a drag.
I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
Beautiful soft voice doesn't sound like the recording we listened to, unless the quality was just terrible.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
She seems to enjoy the word severe.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Interesting. I too have stroked his hair.
Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She says, unfazed. She draws on her cigarette and lets the smoke linger for a moment in her mouth. Yeah, I'm weird. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
She smiles.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it. It was an arranged map of the waterways, map of his service history. What did it represent, do you know? You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
Map of his service history?
Sure. Service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Some reason, eh?
Is this Orani's lit?
It feels like a conceptualization.
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
She leans even further back to demonstrate and falls off the roof.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands.
It's a lot of stars.
And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
She points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
Sounds too hardcore to me.
And so it goes. Star after star. port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
She nods. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She doesn't take the photo. She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money.
Oh, money.
He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands.
It's a lot of islands.
After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Also, yeah, we finally finished the victim tattoo, and we leveled up. Back up to 5 points. We have to start throwing some points and stuff. Not a very fun story. Good story, thanks. Thanks for clearing that up. Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
She smiles faintly. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
She seems unsurprised.
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Please answer the question, miss. Did he enjoy the moment of his death? It's just a feeling I have. Indulge me. Came from this in occult vision. Please answer the question.
I don't think he enjoyed dying, officer. He had too much left to do. Too many third world conflicts. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Too many third world conflicts.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
Thanks, Drama.
No, it doesn't check out.
Felician disagrees.
Can't you see she's clearly avoiding something here?
Thanks, Felician.
That's a strange thing to suggest. The lady is as fair and just.
That's right. We can't trust any of our disparate parts when we're talking to her. Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
She raises an eyebrow. He told me love did him in. Okay, then another question. Nah, he told me.
That's not funny, officer.
Yeah, that's fair. Sorry. Something miraculous is coming, he told me. We'll come back to that. We're going to a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
She grins.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
Always trying to pull a scam.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
For now. We requested a semen screening from processing.
Good for you.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
Well, why not?
Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. Technically not. Come on, man. Listen. You can't trust them. It's just you and me.
I feel the same way, Volition. Something miraculous is coming, he told me.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
Yeah, he's going off on a crazy tangent again. But maybe he's just trying to throw her off her game. From way out in the northwest, he told me. Maybe he was wrong. Forget about it. Nothing miraculous is coming. From way out in the northwest, he told me.
Cool.
The woman nods. I expected more from that. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hand Lieutenant back his notes.
All right.
Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
How is she drinking even more coffee?
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said, yeah.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Where is this going?
How old are you?
Older.
That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
I'm sure it isn't pretty.
You could ask either one of
them. Kim, how old do you think I am? Turn around, Miss. How old do you think I am? I got this. My age. I think, Miss, how old do you think I am?
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She leans in closer.
She's buying time to formulate the best answer. Look who's finally awake.
I don't know. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is a newborn cop who doesn't remember he's a cop?
Well, yeah, okay. That's my mental age. How old am I physically? I think I'm circa 45?
You're not.
He's squinting at you.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Yeah.
Yes, but for him that number is higher than 45.
Come on, Kim. Blow up my spot like that.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
The laboratorium? Date of birth generator? What? 7 hours for the date of birth generator. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century. But for how long then has this thing attached to your sentience, walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? Hey, Takara likes tacos. Good to see ya. How's it going? And yeah, Kim is a savage. But we also love Kim. Kim is a great person. We're a big fan of Kim. He's our best friend. He may be our only friend. There's a good chance he's our only friend. And sometimes we need someone savage to to give it to us straight. How's your day going, Takarno? I think we're gonna go talk to Titus again. Because we still need to kill some more time before we can try to open up that ice cream maker. Alright. Well, let's do that. Nice little save here. Saving a lot today. I don't trust any of this. This is a first playthrough. We are deep into a first playthrough, but this is a first playthrough. I think it's going well. We are playing purple. So we got a lot of this going on. We are very bad at both physique things and motorics. We're okay at intellectual things, mainly because we have all of the clothing. We have a lot of clothing. A lot of clothing. We are, let's see. We are very communist. We are for the people, comrade. We're also very sorry that we're a cop. We're very sorry about being a cop. We're also doing a sober run. We've consumed no drugs at all, and we don't plan on consuming any drugs. We're trying to be a good cop and honorable. We're trying to go very straight and narrow and make up for how crappy of a guy he was before we met him. Harrier Dubois. Oh, it's awesome. I need to play through this again. Played it back when it wasn't fully voice acted. Yeah, that's one of the, it's a very different play from my playthrough. That's one of the big things we've noticed. So there's a streamer called Dur that I watched maybe the first hour of this game way back, months and months ago, when they first released the voiceover. and the voiceover is amazing. They did a great job with it, and it also means that you don't have to read every line. Because I'm one of those people that I like to, when I'm streaming at least, I like to read everything just in case, someone's side screening the stream or what have you, so that they don't feel like they have to read everything. So I read everything that I can. But with the voice acting, that means that I'm not sitting here reading, 30,000 lines, which is nice. Um, and then a couple of the folks that we hang out with are also they're doing their own playthroughs right now, but they've gone different things. So one of the regulars, Sigma, is doing a very heavy blue, and then one of our other regulars, G, is doing kind of a split red yellow. And they're very different games. It's kind of crazy how different the runs are and the different kind of trees of conversation that you get, the the checks that get locked out or made. It's really really cool. And then obviously the other stuff matters too. Like I think Sigma is also not doing drugs or very lightly doing them, and G is leaning in. G's leaning straight into those drugs. I think he's going to be going. I don't know if he's going to be an asshole cop, but he might end up being at least a superstar cop, which means that he's going to have very, very different interactions with people than I do because I'm sober all the time. And when you're not, I imagine this game becomes quite wacky. Voiceover quality seems great from the small sample I've seen. Oh yeah, they've did an amazing job with it. I think they made a game that was already very good.
It's you
just
again.
Great.
What is it?
Like just every single line is just wonderful. So I talked to class about the tape. And nothing. She stands by what she said. I'll get back to you on that one. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
I think you printed gold on that tape. He stares at his beer for 2 seconds intently, then turns to you. Gold? It was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything. It didn't change my mind. Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more effect. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus. She pretty much laughed it off.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
He shakes his head in disbelief.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Oh, of course it's personal. He's mad that she was hooking up with somebody else. Clearly. It didn't come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. She seemed a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
The lieutenant looks at you, then him. I think Kim's trying to stir the pot up a little here.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Titus mumbles, his lips barely moving. You sound upset, Titus.
All right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
He slams his giant fist on the door frame.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
AKA cops. Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she is still in denial, like a defense mechanism. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? Wrap this up. Titus is quite the dude. Yeah, Titus is he's a very angry, large man that has a lot of power. Let's see. I think this is personal for you. I think that you had feelings for her.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
So you know how we were saying that they did a really good job with the the voiceovers? Every once in a while, that happens. It's like I don't even know. It's 1% or less of the time That's probably maybe the 10th or 11th time that's happened, where it's just not the right voice line at all. And it's always something like that, where it's like, what? That was nowhere near what we were shooting for here. Poof. Glenn explodes with indignation. Everyone's got feelings for each other. Where are you going with this?
That's all right, Glenn. I just thought I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently, I was wrong.
He rubs his temple. Yeah, you were wrong, Titus. Apparently she's into that kind of stuff. So you don't know her at all, it sounds like.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He smiles sympathetically.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
Alright, fine, but I kind of like antagonizing him, so...
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
He shakes his head. Guess it makes sense that there are some rough edges given the scope of the game and the fact that they added it post-launch. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. There seems to be... They released a patch like a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, that also does some kind of wonky things with the sound, especially in kind of the harbor area. If you ever, while I'm running around here, if you ever hear any like sound crackling or a little bit off, apparently that's from the patch that they released. Kind of screwed that up a little too. But I mean, like these are just small little, like, oh, that's unfortunate. The rest of the game is just incredible. So you can't give it too much crap about these little things. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's still in denial. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
He looks upstairs distracted. Titus, she has my whole skill set compromised. She's some kind of pro. You don't know? She's a model. She won a pageant. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine. Huh. I guess you do know her then. No, you don't know her. We're not going to admit this to this guy. You don't know she's a model. She won a pageant. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
He balks. I mean, sounds like she didn't want you to.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
He puts his giant face in his hands and sighs. Yeah, but you shot him, so...
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
Yeah. The jig's up.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
He taps on his notebook.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said,
"Fuck off!"
He throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah, that's not how it works, bud.
Yeah.
There is a silence in the room. Alan starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
He looks around. I mean, this is how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you count the lawyer. 20 beers seems a little excessive. They're gonna get warm.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
Wow, Gart getting bold. The man shouts from behind the counter.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Clinton livens up. I talked to Joyce. No, we're not doing that. Convince Titus he is being manipulated. It's a godly check. It's a white check, but it's a godly check. Do we have any rhetoric clothing? Maybe we have a piece? +1 from mentioned surreal play. +1 from strange reaction to bullet. +1 from ever asked to cooperate. +1 from compromised skill set known. +1 from understood why Titus is upset. +1 from discussed eighth hardy. +1 from confronted about drug trade. All right, that's the white check. We're gonna come back to that and see if we have anything to boost it. It was rhetoric, right? I don't know if we have any rhetoric clothing, but we can look. Maybe we have like a piece. There we go. White polo shirt. And then any of the dual stuff? No. Okay. Wait, +1 from polo shirt. How's our rhetoric looking? 4? Could be worse.
It's you again. What is it?
I need to ask you a question. 83%? Let's give her a shot. Convince Titus he's being manipulated.
Clausia is playing like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
We missed by 1. Missed by 1. I should have asked you folks for help. Not that you'd ever help me. You guys are always telling me they're good, and they aren't. Okay, man, it's clear you're being played like a fiddle, playing an imaginary fiddle. I know what's going on here. I've been wrong, too. I get this fucking dark shadow of my heart. Titus, the same thing happened to me. She manipulated me, too. I'm going to tell you a little story about Kim here. Play an imaginary fiddle.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
Glenn jumps in shouting.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Okay. Who do you think? Keep playing the imaginary fiddle. Grin sagely. 'Tis pity she's a whore. Wink. Perform a dramatic finale on the dramatic fiddle. The hunter becomes the hunter. You promised there would be good options. Where are they? Who do you think? Keep playing the imaginary fiddle. Grin sagely.
I think you're losing it, fiddle man.
No. This fucking suicide card is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardy. Put the fiddle down. Or walk away. It's that simple.
I love it. I love it. Suicide Carney is maybe the best name that we've gotten so far.
He'll put the fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
He turns to you. Put it down, officer. Come on, Kim. You're telling me to put down an imaginary fiddle. Come on.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
To be fair, I always sound like a madman. All right. Looks like we're putting a point into rhetoric. I think we have 2 checks or 3 that would benefit from that. Let's see. Gaston's sandwich. Container door. That's asking him for money, which we're not going to do because we don't do that. And then this, which is a godly check, but we get a lot of bonuses. Alright, so let's put a point in rhetoric, and that will unlock those 3 things, which means we can try the container door again, which is what we all want. Plus we have 5 points, gotta use them. Gotta spend points to make points, am I right? Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
We're gonna try this one more time, Titus. 92%. Don't XCOM me. Convince Titus he's being manipulated.
Convince Titus he's being
Nice.
manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
Okay, but maybe one of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim.
Huh?
Lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinet, they'll kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
He takes out his notebook. Because of some chick, because you're a foreigner, because you work for the wrong people, because they like killing. Because you work for the wrong people?
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Okay, Shanky. I don't think you should shout that from the rooftops, bud.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Eugene understands.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
He jots it down. They just hang you like in the Dark Ages, like a display of your corpse. Make a display of your corpse. They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember. They just hang you, shoot you, light you on fire. They don't even care. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
The fat man says with a wheeze. Uh-oh. Was it the girl? Did she shoot him?
That's it. That's the weak one.
Of course Angus
You
is the weak
flushed
one.
him out. Now go in for the...
Of course Angus is the weak one.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Ooh. Theo getting real with it. I don't know if I want to mess with Theo. Theo makes me nervous. He's very authoritative. The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Ah, and he's smart on top of everything else.
Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Turn to Angus. Or what? You're going to kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? Turn to Theo. What happens if I keep talking? You're going to kill me too? In this bar? For nothing? Or look at Kim first? Turn to Angus.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him, which we knew.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
The little guy hits Angus on the back of the head. A loud slap.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
I'm not sure you do anymore, Titus. The room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
It does sound like he's dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
He grabs his chest. Oh, Angus. I'm not laughing at his inability to breathe, for the record. Also, if I was laughing at him for his inability to breathe, I'm allowed to do that because I also have an inhaler and can't breathe. So, I'm the only one who can laugh at him for that, but I wasn't. I was laughing at him being too fucked to go home and get it. Angus, where do you live? I'll go get it for you.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
Wow, Lizzie.
Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie snaps at him.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
He turns to the fixer.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two?
Something terrible for them.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Whispered Kim, we did it. So you didn't kill him. He was already dead. So who killed the merc then? Any leads? Whose idea was it to hang him anyways? Hers? Sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Because I'm a sorry cop, so I had to do that. So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Exactly.
Another nod.
But why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural?
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Rhetoric and me are on the same page. Girls plural?
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
Well, what happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way.
He points to the stairs.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
Jeez. How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He points at Shanky and turns back to you. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
So maybe it was a bullet hole in the wall.
He means they'd been fucking?
Well, yeah, clearly.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse we hanged.
And that's why there was a new window. Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Oh, he's just some guy.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Clash didn't kill him, why the cover-up? So who killed the merc then? Any leads? Whose idea is it to hang him? Anyway, hers. If Clash didn't kill him, then why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit we talking about?
That can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Oh, these people. Who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Oh. Well, we're not trying to get her killed.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Protect the island of misfit toys. So, whose idea was it to hang him anyways? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
Yeah, it helped with what they're trying to do here. It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker. The missing 8th Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
The big guy steps towards you. Someone's gonna hurt my head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
Oh, yeah.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. Understood. Can you tell me anything about her? Name, current location? You're gonna stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you? It's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys. And that's it.
His face sets like concrete. He shakes his head solemnly. Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Hmm. So, who killed the merc, then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
Oh, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
The young man nods. Thanks, Eugene. Really adding to the party here. And you had ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think. Seems like a stretch. I don't think his buddies would do it.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
Look, just because I'm a clown doesn't mean you get to dance with me.
He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Whisper, Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her. For the last time. Am I gonna murder her?
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
He grabs his beer and swirls it in his hand, then thinks of something.
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection.
But she's like an honorary member.
Still, after all this headache.
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
How very stoic of you, Titus.
We'll take that into account.
The lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. All right. Look at that. Progressed the story. That's madness. We don't do that. We side mission all day. Can't believe that. So much story. Speaking of, see if there's anything here that we we're still waiting for the for that idea to finish. But we did unlock a couple things. We could try the container door again. Still have one more point we can put into rhetoric after. Probably gonna wrap up in a second. So, well, I'm gonna do one of these. So let's go. Let's go try to convince a container that it wants to be my friend. Also, do I have the right clothes on? I think I have an extra rhetoric item on, but I'm not going to take it off because we're going to just, yeah, that shirt. So we'll have to put on whatever our shirt is. There we go. Conceptualization. But that is for after we try to open this container. Three T's. How idiomatic. How am I just noticing this now? Is it because I have more points in blue now? Could be. Let's go to the container. I was just trying to see. I was like, we have a couple weird ideas, I think, or thoughts, excuse me, not ideas. And I wanted to see what they were. I'm wondering if we should pick this up at some point. I don't know what we'd get rid of, but it's probably something we can get rid of. Alright. I got my shirt on. Let's put a pry bar in my hand, because, you know, maybe that'll help open the container. We got multi-tool and a pry bar. Alright.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown
28%.
slightly.
So bad. This check is so impossible. Get +1 for erratic yet thorough, +1 for been in the world for 2 days, +1 for been in the world for many days, and +1 from the die. But not +1 from either of our tools, unfortunately. Alright, let's persuade this door open. No.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
No, I'm definitely losing my mind. 14 out of 18. Kim can't even give me crap for coming back to do that. We just advanced the case. Alright. Put that shirt back on. And that's just Gaston's sandwich. Alrighty. And we still need how long for this? Another 2.5 hours. So let's go get set up for next stream. So we'll go run back to our friend on top of the roof there. Just so we can remember where we left off. And then we'll probably shut her down for the night. Come on. Come on. But we've been making some pretty serious progress. Tonight we're gonna talk to tonight in-game, 2200, we're gonna go and talk to some commies finally joined up. And then after that, between 2200 and 2, we're gonna go get our gun finally to complete this set. We got our coat back, got our hat back, got our badge back, and now we just need to get our gun back. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Takara. It was good to see you. Thanks for hanging for the stream. Catch you on the next one. If you are also heading out, we tend to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard until midnight Eastern Standard. Those times are, you know, give or take. Sometimes it's 9:30 to 12:30. Sometimes it's 9 to 1. Sometimes do 4 hours. But that's typically how it works. And we do, like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays. We're pretty reliant on that, pretty steady. Sometimes we miss a day here or there, but that's basically how it goes. Almost a completed cop. Yeah, we're like 2 points away from a completed cop. If we get the gun, and we already got a sense of moral code because we're a nice sorry cop, nice communist sorry cop, the way I should be. So we're almost a complete cop. But we will end right there. Throw on one of these things here. Let's see. Stream ending. There we go. And if you are still with us live, like our friend Takaro here, hey, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. If you're catching us in the VODs, well, hey, thanks for taking a couple minutes out of your day to spend some time with us in Revachol. If you don't want to keep track of all those times and dates and everything that I just said for when we go live, well, the easiest way to know when we go live is to just grab an oar, become a Viking Raider, and the way to do that is just hit that follow button, and that'll get you notifications when we go live. I'm going to head out. I had a lovely evening with you all in Revachol. I hope to see you when we return, which, what even is today? Today's Tuesday? So we will be back on Thursday, 9 p.m.-ish, to have a conversation with our lovely lady on the roof. And then hopefully open an ice cream container and get a gun and do lots of other great things. But until then, I will see you off. Have a good night, everyone.